I've been feeling like I'm at a crossroad lately in my life, and the path ahead feels blurry. Like, I've been having feelings of doubt, telling me I'm not ready for what's up ahead. I might not be good enough or capable at a new job I've applied for, and I realized that I was starting to sabotage myself. Normally, when we think of self sabotage, we usually think of procrastination, when there's an important thing we need to do but keep pushing it back because we don't think we're good enough or we just don't want to do it. Or even in relationships, where we might not think we're worthy of love or the person we're with might not care for us as we do for them, and start having self-sabotaging behavior like growing distant or becoming too overbearing depending on our attachment style. Sometimes when it comes to our dreams and things we genuinely want, it can feel like there's an invisible force holding us back. Almost as if taking one step forward can cause you to stumble backwards. For example, when I'm working on something new, I start really excited and put my all into it, and then lose momentum all of a sudden. I think this all has to do with self-sabotage. Self-sabotage isn't about consciously wanting to fail. It's about unconscious patterns of thoughts and behaviors that undermine your own success and well-being. It's like having a well-meaning but misguided inner voice that whispers doubts and encourages actions that ultimately hurt you. Think of it like this. You dream of a healthy lifestyle, but you constantly choose unhealthy comfort food when stressed, or giving yourself excuses not to work out and pushing back the date you'll start. You're craving a meaningful relationship, yet you push people away when they get too close. These aren't signs of weakness. They're often deeply rooted patterns. So, why do we do this to ourselves? I think the reasons are complex, but often stems from a few things. Firstly, the fear of failure. The anxiety of not measuring up can be so intense that we unconsciously avoid situations where we might be tested. For example, I remember when I was younger and really wanted to join a creative writing competition. I love writing, but I started worrying about what others will think of my story. Maybe they wouldn't like it, or maybe it won't be good enough, or there might be a lot of spelling mistakes in it. I started feeling anxious about how my story will be perceived, so much that I convinced myself someone will definitely write something better than me. So what's the point of even trying? And with that, I didn't enter the competition. I had sabotaged myself before even attempting. I think the other thing is the fear of success. Believe it or not, success can be scary. It might bring new responsibilities, expectations, or even make us feel different from our peers. We sometimes fear how others will view us when we're doing better than them. I definitely do. I feel like it's something I always have at the back of my head. This can actually lead to low self-esteem. If you don't believe you deserve good things, you can subconsciously act in ways that confirm these negative beliefs. Like, in a relationship, you might feel that your partner is better than you, or a higher status, whatever that is. And this might make you belittle yourself in front of them. Another example of this is, imagine when you have a crush on someone and you don't really know them, you just think that they're perfect. But you know yourself and you think of all the flaws that you have, and thinking if they know the real you, they wouldn't like you. So why try to approach them? You wouldn't want them to reject you. You reject yourself first, killing any potential chances you had. This is in line with our negative core beliefs that can creep up sometimes. Deep-seated ideas about yourself, such as I'm not good enough or I'm unlovable, can drive self-defeating behaviors. But this can stem from past experiences such as unresolved trauma, or negative experiences can create patterns of self-protection that manifest as self-sabotage. Feeling ashamed of yourself is also a way you can self-sabotage, feeling that you have to hide your true self or that others are judging you. But there's a good news to this, and that is understanding self-sabotage and knowing that you're doing it. You're not destined to be held back by these invisible obstacles. You have the power to identify them, understand their roots, and ultimately dismantle them. Some things I do to avoid sabotaging myself is by becoming self-aware. I try to pay attention to my thoughts and actions. Whenever I feel a resistance or a pull to do something that isn't good for me, I start journaling, reflecting, and noting these patterns, like noticing when something good happens. I also realized that I sometimes find myself telling myself something is too good for me, or it's too good to last, or that someone wouldn't want to be hanging out with me and they're just doing it because they have no choice, which is a really horrible thought. And I know it's not true. I also try to identify my triggers. I think about what situations, emotions, or thoughts tend to cause self sabotaging behaviors. I think understanding my triggers gives me the power to anticipate and manage them, and that might help you too. Also, challenging negative thoughts. When those critical inner voices pipe up, making you feel bad about yourself, question their validity. Are they based on facts or just old unhelpful beliefs and traumas from the past? Replace them with more positives and realistic self talk. Also, set realistic goals when you want to start a project or try something new. Overwhelming goals can cause procrastination. Break them down into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate every small victories. And that can help build momentum and confidence, which is a great thing, especially when you're starting something new. I also try to practice self-compassion whenever I stumble and realize that I'm sabotaging myself. I try to treat myself with kindness and understanding, not harsh judgments. I learn from the experience and move forward. And I literally tell myself out loud that it's not true whenever negative thoughts come. Like, no, it's not true that I will automatically fail. I haven't even tried yet. I try not to ignore these negative thoughts, but challenge them and try to be kinder to myself. I also found that developing healthy coping mechanism has helped me a lot. Finding constructive ways to manage stress and difficult emotions, such as exercising, trying to do mindfulness activities, creative outlet, or spending time in nature are some of my favorite ways of coping. You're capable of achieving your goals. You are worthy of success and happiness. Don't let the invisible obstacles of your self-sabotage define your journey. By understanding its root and actively working to change these patterns, you can clear the path ahead and unleash your full potential. If you can relate to this and you have any experiences with self-sabotaging behaviors, let me know in the comments below and ways that you've overcome them. I'm sure it will help someone else. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Take care.